Do you have a dirty little secret? Welcome to the club.
And you're all invited.
The first rule of the Dirty Little Secrets Club is tell everyone about the Dirty Little Secrets Club.
We're handing out memberships, free of charge.
Step up to the VIP line and let Dayna and Brimstone take you on a weekly ride of secrets and debauchery.
Now buckle up, Buttercup, because things are about to get heated on the Dirty Little Secrets Club.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Dirty Little Secrets Club. I'm Dayna Pereira.
And I'm Brimstone. What's going on, people?
Yeah, I feel like before we even get started, I just want to say a little thank you to everybody so far that has been listening, sending us their dirty little secrets, telling their friends, rate and reviewing. The feedback has been awesome, and I'm fucking loving it. How about you?
I absolutely adore everything that is coming through to us. Well, almost everything. I should say almost everything. There are a couple of things that are a little bizarre, but it's okay because we respect that. We respect that here at Dirty Little Secrets Club. But it's absolutely amazing. And everybody who's sending us, messages and DMs, listen, you guys are fantastic. And listen, it helps if you, rather than DMing us, well, obviously the secret you could DM us, but if you're just saying, hey, great job, and hey, love the show, do us a favor, do it on our posts, do it on, send it out to other people, share, and that helps us out. So we appreciate you contacting us, and we will always respond, but please make sure you put it out there into the ether, so this way more people can see it.
Yeah, for sure. And also, I've been getting a couple of people being like, well, I have a dirty little secret, but it's not like super dirty. That's okay. Still send that in, okay? We can't be dirty all the time. There are people that are queasy.
Yes. Yeah. Some people are like, what the hell are you talking about? And then we got that one guy that was just like, okay, I love the show, but poop? Why do we have to talk about poop? It's like, listen, we can only go with what's sent to us. But unless you want us to make things up, I don't think you want us to do that. So anyway, it's been fantastic. I'm really, really psyched about where the show is going, Dayna. And, episode 2 was just so amazing. I was so excited. I listened to it twice.
Yes. Thank you for that. Hey, you did good for our download. Thanks for that.
I downloaded it on each of the computers. No, I'm just kidding. That was really, really cool stuff. So I'm excited. I can't wait to see what we've got in store for the crew today, because let me tell you, I know a couple of things that you shared with me prior to the show, and I'm just like, wow.
Yeah. This one says, I pissed in an empty beer bottle at a house party one night and put it in the freezer. And of course, someone drank it.
Okay, so you want me to tell you a little dirty little secret that I have?
Sure do.
So when I was younger, I was a good kid for the most part, but I had a little bit of an evil seed in me, and there was these kids that we used to play with, and they pissed me off like all the time, and it was summertime, and I was just like, you know what, this person just keeps pissing me off and pissing me off and pissing me off. So I wound up going inside. I had to be like 11 at the time, and I remember I went inside and I pissed in a glass and put put ice cubes and sugar in it and mixed it up and brought it out, and I handed it to them and said it was lemonade, and they drank it, and it was the most disgusting thing ever, and I am awful, and I am so sorry that I'm such an awful person. I was really, really young. I didn't know any better, but I thought it was so. Reading this is hilarious because it's like, okay, I was a kid. I see where you were going there. I was a kid when I did it. It's kind of nasty that you did this, you know what I mean, as an adult. Now, the other question is, was it a man or a female? I want to know if it was a male or a female.
I'm pretty sure that this one came from a dude.
Okay.
Also, I mean, who knows at what age? Maybe we're talking frat party age where, you get wasted and you think it's hilarious. Oh, look what I'm going to do. I'm going to piss in this bottle. Or, I mean, maybe it was oh no, I guess if you're at a house party that you're probably drinking.
Yeah. They definitely, I don't know what the hell they were thinking, doing that. But look, here, let's put it out there. If you pissed in a bottle and put it in the fridge, you did it intentionally. You did it with intention of somebody picking it up and drinking it. Of course someone drank it. Yeah, of course someone drank it. You put it there. They're all drunk. They don't know what the hell's going on. They're like, hey, a beer. And they're going to pop it off and chug it down. And they probably didn't even know that it was piss. They probably were like, oh, this is a pretty funky, skunky beer. Right? Right?
Or, oh, yeah. Don't people say that all the time about, like, Coors Light and shit? Like,
Yeah,
oh,
they say that
it tastes
yeah,
like
about a
warm
lot of
piss.
different things. Ugh. Ah. That's why I don't drink beer. There you go. See?
Just another reason to add to your list, huh?
Yeah. Wow, I can't believe I actually let that other one out on the show. Man,
Well,
man, that was
well,
crazy. But I was a kid. At least I was a kid. Might have been
and you
disgusting.
masked it with sugar. I
did.
mean,
I'm sure it was still nasty because their faces were just like, "Ah," like. Because here's the thing: is you couldn't just give it to one. You had to, offer to everybody that was there. So yeah, it was pretty awful.
I hope whoever you did that to is listening and writes in.
No, the person who I did it to, who the main person actually is in prison now. So
Oh,
I don't.
shit. Okay, well.
And you know what? And you want to know what for?
Yes.
Murder. So remember what you were talking about last week about how many murderers you passed by? Well, the person I did that to actually did kill somebody.
Oh,
Yeah,
my God.
true story.
Dude,
I'd say
you really-
Scout's honor, but I was never a Scout.
You gave him pre-karma.
Yeah. I feel bad. But I mean, we were cool after that. They knew it was a prank. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? They knew it was a prank, and it was a disgusting prank, and I should have taken my lumps for it, but what do you call it? Luckily, I'm still here breathing. Anyway, all right, let's move along. Age 16, drag racing a friend. I lost control when he threw something out of his car. Tail swung around, and I ended upside down in the opposite ditch. Kid who lived nearby said to tell my folks I swerved to avoid hitting his dog. That remains the official story 41 years later. Wow. Okay. So this is not a dirty one, which is good. We're
Yes.
taking a step away for a hot minute. This is a good thing. So you're drag racing a friend, and now so this was a car, or was this, I guess, like a car, right?
Yeah. This
yeah,
is actually what terrifies me about my child turning 16. He's 15 and a half. He's starting to do his driver's ed right now.
Okay.
And he is, he's the kid that like bombed the biggest hill on his skateboard because he wanted to impress his friends. And then he ended up breaking his wrist and needing surgery. He will absolutely do something stupid like this. I'm going to have to be one of those moms that like puts cameras in the car and like
Ouch.
fucking low jacks him.
Oh my God. Yeah, wow. My son's 19, he's about to be 20. And I hear him coming up and down the block now because he got the muffler things. I'm like, what the hell do you need that for? You need everybody in the neighborhood to know that you're coming? He's like, yep. I'm like, great. All right, fine.
Does he set off car alarms?
What? He has car alarms, yeah.
Does
No,
he set them
set it
off?
No, he doesn't. Thank God. Thank God. But yeah, so okay, so drag racing. So basically you told a white lie to keep your friend out of trouble getting their ass kicked, right? I'm assuming that's what it is.
Sounds like it. Yeah, I wouldn't tell my mom that though either. I remember getting in a car whenever I was probably around the same age, and the person driving was going so fast down windy roads in Pittsburgh that I legit thought that I was going to die. Like, kids behind the wheel are so dumb.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Dayna. I know one young lady who just, and left. I remember that story.
Yeah,
It's
But
all
now
right.
I have stories for our Dirty Little Secrets Club, so
There you
it
go,
wasn't
there you go.
wasn't for nothing.
That's true. It's true. And so did I. I shared. So that's okay. Yours was better than mine. All right. Let's move along. What do we get?
This one says, I've not told anyone this until now. When I was a teenager, my mother and I had similar voices. The man she was dating, whom I disliked, called the house and I pretended to be my mom. He asked me out on a date, asked her out on a date, and I said no and hung up on him, and he never called back.
Fair enough. All right. So okay. So sabotage, super sabotage right there.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty funny. I mean,
That is hilarious.
and obviously it wasn't anything serious if the guy was took it for face value and was like, okay, no problem, and that was that.
Oh
But
yeah, one
you know,
call.
yeah, like one call and that's it. Either that or your mother was just not a winner. I hate to look. I'm trying to be honest here.
We're just
It's
giving
like
options here. We don't know the whole story. It's just a scenario that could
just
possibly be.
yeah, like if you're only gonna call one time, be like that's it. He might have just been trying to hit that and then quit that. I mean, that's what they say, right? Hit it and quit it. So maybe that was what he was trying to do. You cut him off at the knees, and he's like, all right, that was all I was trying to do. And because I would have had to do it from behind anyway. I couldn't look at that face. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like that might have been the situation. So here we go, and you might have done your mother a service. So there we go. You did your mother a service because that guy was just trying to get some ass. That's it.
So you said that your parents were divorced, right? Did your parents
Yes.
ever bring home significant others or that you hated?
Um, the guys that my mother dated or was hanging around with when after I was older at the time, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like, so when she was dating, whatever, and seeing people, I would usually stay at my grandparents' house when I was younger, or my uncle's house and stuff like that. But then the guy that my mother was seeing for the longest time, I had considered him my stepfather up until not too long ago, actually, even though they were separated for quite some time. They never got
Mhm.
married. Because he turned out to be a dirty little prick.
Ah.
Long story. But what do you call it? The fact of the matter is that the guys that she was dating, I was already out of the house at that point, and I just saw them on occasion. I'm just like, I'm already this bigger guy, and I'm intimidating. So I'd walk in and just kind of give them a look, and I would scare the crap out of them, and because what are you gonna do? There was one guy that actually had some kind of a balls and said something to me, and I kind of took a step forward, and they're like, whoa, it's like, okay. Don't no. But yeah, no. Aside from that, yeah, that was the only thing I did. Because there was another guy who pretty much enabled my mother, and that was one of these things that had gone on for a long time, and the guy just pissed me off because I kept seeing him kind of making his way in and trying to kind of take things over. She wasn't doing things her way anymore; started to be his way type of a thing. And finally, I realized that she was actually also using him, and then kicked him the hell out of, got rid of him. And then, literally, like a year or two later, Danielle and I were on a cruise, and what do you call it? He was on there as well, and we saw him, and he was with his new wife, whose name was the same as my mother's.
Oh, go figure, right?
Weird, right?
Yeah.
And the funny thing is, the guy that I said was, like I considered my stepfather, his now ex also, was also the same name as my mother.
That's so
Crazy,
funny.
right?
Yeah. My mom had a boyfriend. Ugh, God, I hated him. And I was little tiny, probably like 4 maybe, or 5. And he loved my sister, loved her,
Yeah.
hated me.
Why?
I don't know, but
You were mean to him, weren't you?
I probably was because
Okay.
I'm such a daddy's girl. So I was probably that little brat that was like, you're not my dad, But he took my sister to a Penguins game and left me at the babysitter.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh,
Ouch.
he hated me. And then whenever my mom and him broke up, he named his dog after my sister.
What?
It's a little creepy,
Wow.
right? Like, I wonder why he took such a shine to my sister. It was very weird to me.
How old is your sister?
She's a year younger than I am.
You're younger than you are.
Yeah.
All right. You made sure that she's okay, right? Like everything was all right? He wasn't trying anything?
It's questionable. I don't know.
Oh, wow.
I'm not saying that he did, but I'm not saying that it's impossible either.
Wow. I would beat the snot out of that guy. That's
yeah,
crazy.
well,
man.
he's gone now.
Thank
He's
God.
left the earth. He is probably not in heaven. So
There we go. He's
Yeah.
worm food. Son of a bitch. All right, that was interesting. All right, so I listen. I'm okay with that scenario. I'm okay with it simply because y'all were protecting your moms. That's it.
Yes, I like
That's
it.
it.
Good job.
Let's see. All right. Lost my virginity to a former high school teacher. I was 18 and already graduated, but still, ew. Um, okay. So I'm a little confused. All right. So you were 18,
Hmm.
and the high school teacher was it your high school teacher? I
It sounds
guess.
like it was her former teacher. So she was in high school. She had a teacher. We'll say her English teacher, just to, give it a name.
Okay.
And then she
Make it a
graduated
Spanish
high
teacher. At least it's a
school.
little spicy day. Make it a
Oh,
little
okay.
spicy. Or a
You
French
know
teacher.
what?
Oh, hello, my little buttercup. Aha. Come on, or like you don't want it to be German because you're like,
That's
you
not
don't want
sexy.
that. That's not
That's not
sexy.
sexy.
It's not sexy. Spanish, you could get away with the Spanish. How you doing?
Our
Or
Spanish teacher was hot. Senor
yeah.
Brennan. What's up, Senor Brennan? Yeah, he was
Wow.
hot.
My Miss Guasca for me, definitely not. Nope. Nope.
But it sounds like,
Hebrew teacher was, and I
oh,
still talk
okay.
to her to this day. So what do you call it? So I'm cool with her. What do you call
Yeah,
it? But
I'm
yeah, no.
Facebook friends with my Spanish teacher.
There
He's
you
still
go.
hot.
So he might actually hear this and hear that.
He might. I don't know. Maybe.
She's like, I'm okay. I got you. Yeah, man. So okay, so you were we're gonna say you succumbed to the French teachers, but this was after
After
graduation.
graduation.
But you're 18. You're not a minor anymore, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, what's the age difference? I mean, like
I
we
don't
don't know
know.
that. We don't know
Yeah.
that. So I guess it's not that bad.
I
don't wanna
you're a
say-
consenting adult at 18 and you're no longer in high school. So, I guess it could be a little creepy if you're thinking about it like while you were in high school, you were probably flirting with this teacher already. If, a little bit later on, you're going to give up the V card to him. So I obviously had like a little crush on him at least, and clearly he probably thought you were attractive if while you were in high school. So
There you go. Hey.
yeah.
Again, like certain situations and scenarios, you guys waited till you were out of school, so that's good. You know what I mean? Because while you're in school, crap should not be happening. That's not right. That's kind of like one of those Me Too scenarios right there. I
Yeah.
think that's not a good thing. But I mean, if you're both consenting adults and you decided to do it, I guess, it's not that bad.
It sounds law abiding at this point.
But they said still ew. Like, so
Yeah.
it was what now I want to know what the ew is. Is dick too small? Was he not good? Was he like didn't know how to do the swirl? I mean, what was the ew problem? Did he smell? I mean, did he not, wipe his ass before you got it on? I mean, I want to know. You can't leave us like half-assed like that. We need a story, folks. Come on, give us something to work with. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like ew, like why ew? You obviously thought the guy was sexy enough to do something with him. Like, come
Yeah.
on, man.
Yeah.
Anyway, do you agree? You agree, Dave?
I
right?
do agree. Yeah, there was
Okay.
a guy in my high school, our science teacher, and he actually said to one of my friends while we were in 8th grade, like, you and I should run away together. And I was like,
Wow.
what is wrong with you?
Wow, that stuff does not fly.
Yeah.
I would. Wow, and she never said anything to her parents.
Never said anything to her parents. He was also the
Crazy.
same guy that would send girls to the front of the class if they were wearing a skirt and make them reach up to write on the chalkboard.
Wow.
He would make them start all the way at the top. Yeah.
And
Yeah,
nobody
there's-
reported him.
No, because it was still like the day and age where that shit wasn't really talked about. Like now it's everywhere and people are very much aware of it. But that was in the 90s whenever I was in 8th grade. And so it was like, didn't even cross anybody's mind.
Dayna was like, "I'm wearing that extra shorts mini skirt
Yeah.
today.
I'm
gonna
getting
wear
extra
the
credit in
one."
this class.
There we go. I might just be wearing a string. That might be all that's underneath there. We'll see. And you're all gonna get a peek. No, I'm just kidding.
I was very short too, so to reach the top, I really had to
You
stretch.
had to really stretch. Wow. Oh my God. I just gotta climb up on this table with the fan blowing in the wind. Oh my God. What do you call it? I listen. As funny as we're joking around about it, but that's like awful. It really is awful. Like that. That's. I hope that guy's not still in the schools. That
I,
guaranteed. You look up the teacher's name and something he probably got nailed with something.
he
Almost
might
guaranteed.
have. Yeah,
Guaranteed.
it's been a while since I've been back to that kind of area, so I have no idea what happened to him. But you know what? I hope something did because you're a terrible person.
That's pretty crazy. All right, go ahead. You're next.
I told my father I found this poor, half-starved kitten out in the farmer's field. Yeah, I got him at a shelter, but it worked.
I love it. Saving the animals. Did it for the animals. Did it for the pussy. I am so proud of you. That's a good thing. Meow meow to you. I love it. What do you call it? But what's really funny is that getting an animal from a shelter is not so easy as that is. So I guess this must have been a while back because back when I think things were a lot looser. Now, I mean, you have to do like fill out paperwork. They have to visit your house. It's like bizarre. When we were trying to figure out whether we were going to adopt a dog, when we were going to adopt a puppy, or or pick out a puppy or do something, we did look, all the shelters, and even COVID, it was so hard. But even then,
Yeah.
they were like, "Well, we have to come to your house, and we have to make sure you have this and make sure you have that." And I'm like, "Bro, you are not coming to my house. I'm sorry. Like, I'm in the public eye. I'm not inviting you into my house. Not
Yeah.
gonna happen. So if that means I can't get a dog, then I'll go buy a dog. You know what I mean?" And now we have
Especially
Jasper, and we're
during
happy.
COVID. You don't want to invite somebody into your house during
No,
COVID?
no, freaking out of
That's
your goddamn
crazy.
minds. Get out of
Yeah.
here. You know?
Well, I did the exact same thing to my dad. I was at my friend's house and she had her neighbor had kittens or something like that. And so I went and I found a kitten that I thought was really cute. And so I took it home and I brought it up into my room and I like fed it. I had her up there for like 3 days. And my stepmom came up into my room and she was looking for dishes or something. And she found my cat. And I
Looking
was
for
like,
dishes? Did you have dishes in your room?
oh,
Did
I
you?
was one of those terrible teenagers that like
Oh,
stacked plates and forks and spoons in my room for like weeks.
no, Dana. Oh my God.
I know.
Okay, so she found the cat, and then
She,
what happened? Did you keep the
so,
cat or no?
well, my dad told me that I had to get rid of her, but I was like, Daddy, I've had this cat for 3 weeks and you didn't even know I was taking such good care of her. It had been 3 days, but he was like, all right, fine. And he let me keep her. Probably
There
because
we
I said
go.
daddy.
Aw. So you kept the kitty,
I
and what do you
did.
call and now how long did the kitty wind up living for? Like a long time?
Oh, she was there and at my dad's house for years and years until she passed away.
So she actually stayed there. So he kept her after you moved out.
Oh, yeah. He kept her. She
So it
would
was
sleep
it
on
turns
his.
out to be his cat.
Yep. Yep.
Yep.
She would sleep on his chest. I would walk in, they'd be napping together.
I love it. I love it. Listen, do it for the kitties. There you go. Do it for the
Yes.
kitties. I've got this sweatshirt that like I'm known to wear all the time. And what do you call it? Even the pop the pop figure of me has it on me. And it's my Defend Kitties sweatshirt. And it's got a big, what do you call it? Like the big machine gun, and it says Defend Kitties. And every time I wear it, there's at least like 6 or 7 people that are like, "I love that shirt. I love that. That hoodie. I love. Where can we get it?" And it's funny because I don't work with that company. You know what I mean? They gave it to me at a con because I loved it so much. But I don't work with the company. Like I don't do things with them, and they've gotten so many hits from that specific. You know what I mean? Like so. It's really funny. There's even for any of you out there who play Animal Crossing, you can actually get that on Animal Crossing if you visit my island. So you have to go to my official website, therealbrimstone.com, and it's in the link to get to my island is in my blog. So you have to scroll and find it, but it's there. A little tidbit of information. So if you like kittens, go and you play Animal Crossing, go get it. All right. So wait, is it me or is it you? No, it's me.
It's you.
All right, you ready for this?
I'm
A
ready.
school friend was a massive fan of an author. I was traveling to London, this being rural England, 1982, and we were 10. What? Hold on. And we were 10? All right. We all assumed all famous people roamed the streets of London. She asked me to take a book to get the author to sign it. I agree. Took book, signed it myself, returned book to her, and she was happy forever. Wow! Damn! Wow. I thought that where it was going was we were 10 and we were going to go on this adventure at 10 years old. That's what I was seeing. I thought for sure these 10-year-olds, like my daughter's age, my little one's age, like going la da 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 da, taking a trip. No. No. Okay. So, all right. I think that's fucking hilarious. I'm
It's
sorry.
really funny. Did you think that stuff too whenever you were younger? I mean, you were in show business whenever you were younger though. But I always thought Hollywood or New York City, you would just walk down the street and like Kevin Bacon would be dirty or dancing in the street, or Patrick Swayze would be doing lifts down the middle of Fifth Avenue or whatever.
Not quite like that, but yeah, I mean, look, it's really funny in the middle of in LA, in what do you call it, especially in New York City. Doesn't matter where you are, there's sure as hell, just like we always say, what we said in the last episode about how many killers are walking past you and you never know. It's the same thing with the celebs, because most people in New York City, they're just, they're like this. They're not paying attention. It's the same thing in LA. They're just not paying attention to what's going on around them. And, you're just kind of, either doing that or you're sightseeing. And you're looking around, so you're not looking at the people that are next to you. And most people that are on television or in movies and so forth don't look exactly the same in real life that they do on screen. So, at the end of the day, look, I look svelte here, and I'm very heavy in real life. But, no, I'm just saying, like when you're talking about, people don't necessarily recognize people right off the bat. So, unless they're really, really, really big, and at the end of the day, most of the time they're not strolling around by themselves, but there are people that you're walking past all the time. So yeah, I could see where people would think that, because it's true.
Especially kids, I guess.
Yeah.
Man. And then I hope this person never like goes to Antique Roadshow or some shit, or tries to get the signature verified or sell it or something.
Who knows who the author was? It might not have even been like a big author. It could have been like a small author,
Yeah.
like, oh, by the way, did you hear that Eric Carle died?
I
he's the one-
did.
that was really sad. What do you call it? The Very Hungry Caterpillar. So
Yeah.
speaking of books, all right, let's move along, because yeah.
All right, here. We'll do one more and then we'll wrap it up.
Okay.
This one says, I love pegging.
What's pegging?
Thank you. I read this one and I looked at my husband. I was like, what is pegging? Is it a game?
I've heard of it actually, but I don't
like-
remember what it was.
Are you Peg Bundying it? Like what is pegging exactly? Apparently it's putting on a strap on
Yes, I remember this.
and going to town on someone else.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. Fair enough.
So do we know if anybody knows out there, could you please tell us what the fuck pegging is?
No, I think that is. It's the strap-ons and and somebody taking it in the ass is basically what it is.
So it's straight into the booty.
Yeah.
It's a strap-on into the booty.
Yeah, I'm pretty positive
okay.
that's what it is. It's been a while since I've heard it, but yeah. Wow. Okay. All right. I mean, I'm out only, but for those of you who enjoy that, that's cool. I'm talking about me personally as a male. I'm out only. You know what I mean? That's that's it.
I will also say that as a female, I do not want to be pegged. That sounds painful. I don't want anyone to do that.
Wow. That's crazy. That's nuts. Wait, we have a juicy one next, and we're cutting it off?
Nope. We're going for the juicy one because I didn't realize it was next.
Okay. All right. Okay. Good. We do have a little bit of time?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, ready? All right. So I tell everyone that with my first pregnancy, my waters broke after I went to the bathroom. But I was actually masturbating when it happened. My husband doesn't even know the real story. Wow. Okay. So, wow. That's hot. That's all I got to say. That's hot. Listen, there's nothing sexier to me than a pregnant woman. I loved when my wife was pregnant. So, I'm at that. You got me. I'm good. That's it.
I mean, as a person that has carried 4 children, I got to imagine, like, the reach around on that is pretty impressive to get around a pregnant belly like that. Like, that's, she must have had, like, long arms or fingers or
toys,
something.
Dayna.
Oh,
They've got, like, those
yeah.
ARC toys and stuff that they're like, you know what I mean?
I forgot those existed for a second.
Yeah. But here's what I'm going to say. Sweetheart, you know, if you're going to be doing all that, why didn't you just get him involved? That's not fair. Like, you should have involved him and been like, man, come on in here and have a blast. Let him do the work. I'm sure he would have enjoyed that. I'd been like, hell yeah, put on my working cap. And here we go, tie my hair back. Let's do this. Like,
Let's
seriously,
have a baby.
That's what I'm talking about. We're having a baby. And then if the water came, then I'd be like, it's on. You know, like I'm cool.
Could you imagine the ego boost that you would have if you were doing your wife to make her water break and it worked?
Yeah. Listen, I mean, come on. I mean, that's, yeah. I don't remember. I don't think our water broke. I think that we just went when it was time. Did your water break? Did you have that?
So, my first one, I had to be induced because I was preeclamptic. And so they induced me and my water did break with that one. But then I was rushed down for an emergency C-section. So, you know, the rest of them, the next 3, were all scheduled C-sections. I just showed up when they told me to and laid down. They stuck a needle in my back and cut them out.
Nice. Wow. Wait, how many? So you have twins or just?
No, I have, so my older 2, I have 2 teenagers. They're 15 and a half and 14 and a half.
Okay.
And then I have my daughter who is 6 and my youngest son is 4.
Okay. It's a nice little spread. Yeah, mine it's like 24, 19 going to be 20 and 10 going to be 11. So yeah, like this, you know, decent spread. Craziness. Well, look, we had to get that last one in there. That was very important. Wow.
And guys, you know the drill by now. Hopefully, if you've listened to the first 2 episodes, you know. Go to thedirtylittlesecretsclub.com, and that's where you can anonymously submit your dirty little secrets.
Absolutely. Make sure everybody go rate, review, subscribe, hit us up on all the social media, and we'll be hanging again with you next week. And don't forget, Dayna.
The first rule of the Dirty Little Secrets Club is tell everyone about the Dirty Little Secrets Club.
See y'all next week.
You think we want something from you, you got another thing coming.